Maybe this feels familiar. You're lying in bed, staring at your phone, wondering if they're even thinking about you. It's been days, maybe weeks, since you decided to go no contact. You told yourself it was the right thing to do. But deep down, there's this ache, this constant tug asking, do they even miss me? If this is you, you've probably replayed every memory, every conversation, wondering what they're feeling right now. Are they hurting the way you are? Do they ever stop in the middle of their day and feel that emptiness where you used to be? Or have they already moved on, laughing, dating, posting like nothing ever happened? You might tell yourself not to care, but part of you can't help it. You still check their socials, hoping for a sign. You still wake up with that tiny flicker of hope that maybe, just maybe, they'll reach out. And when they don't, you start to question everything. Did they ever love me? Did I mean as much to them as they meant to me? If this is you, you're not crazy. You're human. You're in that quiet, painful space between missing someone and trying to heal without them. And right now, all you want to know is the truth. So, what is your ex really feeling during no contact? Listen, most guys get this whole no contact thing wrong. They think it's a game, a strategy to make their ex chase them, to prove who cares less. But that mindset, that's weak. That's emotional reactivity disguised as control. Real control comes from stillness, from being grounded enough to let the silence work for you, not against you. If you're sitting there obsessing over what she's feeling, checking her social media, wondering if she's moved on, you've already lost your center. You've handed your power over to her attention. The truth is, no contact isn't about manipulating her emotions. It's about mastering your own. Here's the principle most men never learn. A woman feels your energy even when you say nothing. If you're in turmoil, she senses it. But if you're calm, focused, rebuilding your life, she feels that shift too. The point of no contact isn't punishment or payback. It's to return to who you were before you lost yourself trying to keep her. When you understand that, you stop chasing reassurance and start radiating certainty. That's what draws her curiosity. Not what you text, not what you post, but who you're becoming in the silence. So the real question isn't what is she feeling during no contact. It's what kind of man are you becoming while she's gone? It's late. The room is dim, lit only by the glow of your phone screen. You scroll through old photos, her smile, the way she looked at you when she thought you weren't watching. You close the app, but her face lingers behind your eyes like an echo you can't silence. Outside, the world keeps moving. Cars passing, wind against the window, a distant hum of life that doesn't care that you're here, stuck in this pause between what was and what isn't anymore. You tell yourself you won't check if she's online. You've said that before. But your thumb hovers anyway, just long enough to betray the thought, is she thinking about me right now? You remember the last conversation, the tension, the final words that felt sharp but necessary. You replay it, wondering if she's doing the same. Maybe she's lying in her bed too, pretending she doesn't care, scrolling past your name like it doesn't pull at her. Maybe she's fine. Maybe she's not. You'll never really know. And in that silence, you realize what's really haunting you isn't her absence. It's the not knowing, the space where her voice used to fit. The unanswered question that keeps you awake long after midnight. You exhale slow. The phone screen goes dark. For the first time, the silence doesn't feel like punishment. It feels like a mirror, showing you exactly where the ache lives and the man who's still learning how to sit with it. A lot of men believe that no contact is a trick, that if they just stay silent long enough, she'll come running back. But that's not how this works. Silence isn't a strategy to control her emotions. It's an opportunity to reclaim yours. When you sit in that quiet space just waiting for her reaction, you're still orbiting her world instead of standing in your own. Another false belief? That she stopped caring the moment she left. Truth is, people don't just switch off emotion. They retreat from the version of you that stopped leading with strength and calm. She didn't ghost you, you disappeared from yourself. And that's what she felt first. No contact isn't about punishment or revenge. It's a reset, a test of who you are when no one's validating you. The moment you stop needing her response to feel grounded is the moment you become magnetic again. Nobelium contact isn't silence. It's signal that you're done chasing what's not meeting you. The 3% man moves differently, not because he's perfect, but because he understands. What most men never do? Peace is power. He doesn't sit around waiting for a message, refreshing her profile, or decoding her silence. He knows her feelings are her journey, not his proof of worth. This is what he understands. No contact isn't a countdown to her return. It's a space for him to return to himself. He doesn't try to manage how she sees him. He manages how he shows up for his own life. He's not ruled by her attention or absence. His energy stays steady, grounded, calm, and that's what women feel before they ever hear from him again. This is how he leads with presence, not pressure. He doesn't need to prove anything. He rebuilds, he refocuses, he reclaims the rhythm of his own life. And ironically, that's when everything starts to shift. Because when a man stands firm in who he is, the world, and sometimes even the woman who left, begins to lean back toward him. The 3% man doesn't chase closure. He becomes it. He sits alone in the quiet, phone face down on the table. The room feels heavy with all the words he never said, all the ones he wished he hadn't. The silence used to sting, used to feel like rejection. But tonight, something shifts. He notices the stillness isn't empty. It's full. Full of his own breath, his own heartbeat, the faint hum of life continuing without her. For the first time, he isn't checking the clock or reaching for his phone. He's just there, present. A memory rises, not of her, but of him. The man he was before he started trying so hard to be enough, the laughter that came easy, the calm he carried without needing anyone to mirror it back. And it hits him. He hasn't been missing her. He's been missing himself. The realization feels quiet, almost sacred. No fireworks, no dramatic breakthrough, just truth settling into his chest like gravity. He doesn't need her message to feel seen. He doesn't need her return to feel whole. He looks around the room, same four walls, same silence, but it's different now. The ache softens, the waiting dissolves. What once felt like loss now feels like space. Space to rebuild, to breathe, to remember. And in that moment, he smiles, not because she's coming back, but because he finally did. He sits alone in the quiet, phone face down on the table. The room feels heavy with all the words he never said, all the ones he wished he hadn't. The silence used to sting, used to feel like rejection. But tonight, something shifts. He notices the stillness isn't empty. It's full, full of his own breath, his own heartbeat, the faint hum of life continuing without her. For the first time, he isn't checking the clock or reaching for his phone. He's just there, present. A memory rises, not of her, but of him. The man he was before he started trying so hard to be enough, the laughter that came easy, the calm he carried without needing anyone to mirror it back. And it hits him. He hasn't been missing her. He's been missing himself. The realization feels quiet, almost sacred. No fireworks, no dramatic breakthrough, just truth settling into his chest like gravity. He doesn't need her message to feel seen. He doesn't need her return to feel whole. He looks around the room, same four walls, same silence, but it's different now. The ache softens, the waiting dissolves. What once felt like loss now feels like space. Space to rebuild, to breathe, to remember. And in that moment, he smiles. Not because she's coming back, but because he finally did. She may still be thinking about you, but the real power begins the moment you start thinking for yourself again.